Hello and welcome back. Let's take a look at basis. So a basis forms the foundation for the span of a vector space. And what does that mean? Well, let's take a very good look at a very good example, of a basis that we have likely all seen before. Now, if you haven't seen this before, don't worry, but this is a very common basis that we use in physics, math, lots of fields of engineering, and lots of fields of STEM itself, science and, technology. I suppose maybe not that much technology, but definitely science and math. This basis is the I, J, and K basis. This basis, if we want to write it in its vector form, I is 1, 0, 0, J is 0, 1, 0, and K 0, 0, 1. This forms a basis for 3D space. So all of the space that we find ourselves in, we can represent any point in the 3D space using these vectors. So let's say I wanted to know how far away this doorknob was from me right here. And this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our z-axis. Well, I could represent that in terms of steps on the x-axis, and then a down step in the y-axis, and a small little step in the z-axis, and eventually I'd have a vector that points from me right to this doorknob. Now, a cool thing about this vector space, this basis of this vector space, the 3D vector space that we all live in, is that this is actually called an orthonormal basis, meaning it's also orthogonal, and all the lengths of these vectors are 1. Now you can probably see that pretty easily. Square root of 1 squared is 1, square root of 1 squared is 1, square root of 1 squared is 1. Don't worry about orthogonal and orthonormal basis yet. We will get onto that in lots of future videos. But how do we find a basis of a space that we're given? Well, in the past video, now if you want to check out this example, it's going to be used for quite a lot of videos. We had a vector space with 4 vectors, and we found these 2 vectors to be linearly independent of each other. 1, 2, 4, 7, and another vector, 2, 4, 0, 1. And so this is a basis of 2 space. Now, don't get this confused with 2D space. I suppose it is a 2D space, but it could span a 3D space just in a 2D sense. So this would span a plane type of space. So we could only go along a plane using these vectors because there's 2 vectors. So this is 2 space. If we had 3 vectors, it would be 3 space, 3D space as we know it. So using these 2 vectors, we would be able to find a plane. Now, if you've watched my lines and planes video, you would know this. But you would basically be able to span anywhere on that plane using these 2 vectors. So there's a basis of our 2 space, and that's really all there is for the introduction to basis. Now in the next video, we're going to look at row and column space, and eventually we're going to get back into basis. So I hope to catch you in those videos, and I hope that this one was helpful to whatever you're trying to learn. So thanks for watching.